the North Central Texas Creditors Coalition. He said, Johnson, what's the difference between my organization and yours? I said, sir, you know the difference between a staff officer enlisted? He said, I'm not a staff officer. I said, okay. I said, sir, you know the difference between the officer and enlisted? He said, what's that? Enlisted knows what's happening in the field. Y'all don't. He bust out laughing. We've been best friends ever since. But the thing is, the thing that was right about it was the fact that I started doing this on my third bedroom. I was trained to do support in the Marines. Matter of fact, I was honored on my work when I worked in the admin that they put me lower ranked. I know you know your brother. I was a Lance Corporal when they put me over battalion leader, which is the staff and SEAL building. That means you got to be at least a staff officer to do it, staff sergeant to do it. I'm a Lance Corporal, and I got honored immensely by doing it to the point where Captain Bill Sykes, Mayor Church, moved me twice. The last rank of sergeant, he wanted me to stay in. I had to re-enlist to get it. And I said, sir, I really want to try this on my own. So he actually gave me a letter of commendation plus a plaque. So that's a part of me that actually still in, which hence go back to the ministry. General James Williams, he's two-star general. He says, as far as I'm concerned, you're still serving. So it's in his mind, I'm still a Marine. I'm still serving in the Marine Corps. So all the stuff I've learned in the Marine Corps plus out here, I've been doing it to folk that have been homeless. I actually do advising. I do counseling. There's a difference between counseling. I take you out to eat. I'm on Ebenezer Johnson's Veteran Advisory Committee and also Jeff Henderson's Advisory Committee. And me and Pastor Polite got honored by the mayor last year for innovative thinking, for using 8 churches as safe havens instead of making them as churches. So if you name anything that you could do with veterans, I've done. The only thing that really touches my heart, and this is the other thing I told you is going to be tearjerker. My wife helped me one time. This last time she helped me, and it was 2 years ago. And it was a friend of a friend that got hold of me. And it was family of 6. The youngest one was 2, the oldest was 17. The husband was on temporary vacation. Otherwise he'd been incarcerated. And the friend of a friend begged me to do it. And I said, sis, you know how to do stuff like that, please? I said, okay. So I went and visited her. She had an acute, not mild, an acute PTSD and depression, literally shaking right she was in front of me. And when you have people, and I know, sis, you're a nurse. Yeah. When you have people that's going through that, you looking for an escape, and her escape was her 17-year-old son. Wow. So she was dumping a lot of stuff on him. Yeah. And this is my first visit. And I said, sis, you gotta stop doing that. Doing what? I said, keep using your son that way and stuff. I'm not doing anything with him. I'm not doing anything with him. I said, sis, trust me. And she looked at him, am I doing that? She put his head down. Put his head down. I said, y'all go ahead and leave. And we talked, and she just teared up and stuff. Now here's the part about the money. I didn't ask the church for any money, even though sometimes I want to so bad. Y'all, and I close my eyes for a reason. I just brought up to a few people, I need some help. This family needs some help. The family that they're staying with wants them out, and they're a Christian family. I don't care if they're homeless. That's exactly what Stephen was telling me. I don't care, I want them gone. Well, to make a long story short, this I give to God. $4,000 later. Wow. 8 bags of groceries. Yeah. 3 Men's Warehouses cards. And I went to the church so bad how proud I was of. And so the mother got hold of that and she just crying. She was crying her tail off. I got a picture of the daughter on my website. But the thing that got me was the son. The son was playing down the street, and the mother said, I want you to hold the Men's Warehouse cards. I said, okay. And so the kids ran down the street. By this time, they come in a crowd. I'm trying my best not to crowd this one. They came with him, and he seen all the stuff, and he's standing on the floor. Debbie's there. They holding each other and stuff. And I said, well, your mama told me that I'll just personally give you these. Now he's in full-blown tears. He's got his back toward me. I said, man, you all right? He said, no. I'm going to say this slow. Every man that came here to help us had their way with my mama.
Oh, wow.
You were the first one that came here that showed me I'm fighting tears. how a man should be, who really cares, and I know you care about me. Thank you so much, and he hugged me. We stood there, we just burst. He said, thank you for being there for us. Thank you for being there for me. That's one of the reasons why I do it. Now, the hard part about it, there's some years, and I've been doing this for 10 years, I only survived on $1,600 for that whole year.
Wow.
There's some years, I don't know how he did it. There's some years, including the car outside, that's a testament outside by itself, and the car's paid off. But I know this, I've seen some folk do some outstanding stuff by helping me. But here's the flip side of that. That book that was written, I didn't have. I went to school to write. I wasn't even thinking about writing a book until he put it in my head. And the book is everything I've done out here successfully. And the thing the book doesn't have is a fact. And I had one pastor ask me, what do you mean by fact? The book don't talk about me.
Wow.
The front of the book has a picture of me, and the preface has a picture of me. But anybody can look at the book and do anything with the veterans and soldiers. Anything. It's a rare start. But the thing he had me devised, if somebody want to be trained to see what I've done, what I told you ladies just now, I'm not scratching the surface.
Wow.
And even when we did that thing with the mayor personally said, thank you for coming. I appreciate what you're doing. You keep doing what you're doing. And so when we did the video this year, and that's nothing God taught me. The video that we did for the Sticky Airmen is over 20,000 people. They hit it already.
Wow.
And the only thing that I was trained to do when I first got out of here, to show you how God equips you, I was trained to be an electrician. I am now doing counseling. I am now doing websites. I am now doing videos that I couldn't dream. I actually had a call last year from a guy in Japan telling me that one of the chaplains was talking about me. He said from now on, any of his soldiers that get out of the military, I'm going to point them to your website, which now, Veterans Scratch website now is #1 on Google.
Wow.
Well, Rob, I think you are doing an amazing job. I work in healthcare and I meet a lot of veterans with PTSD, and to see my heart goes out to them because they have a lot of challenges coming back from serving, and you are doing an amazing job. And I pray and hope that God will continue to extend your ministry and that we will continue to support you here at Dallas City Temple.
There's one thing I want to add to what you said
Yeah.
about PTSD. A lot of people that has this misnomer about PTSD is only toward soldiers.
Yeah.
If you get in a car wreck,
Yeah.
that's PTSD.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you get stuck by a bee,
Yeah.
that's PTSD.
Mhm.
The severity of it depends on your acuteness on dealing with pain.
Yeah.
But this thing I'm gonna plug into. Every veteran that has came to me, including their families, we started with the kids now last year. That's another thing. The first thing I asked them, has anybody told you they love you? And they say, why are you asking me that? I said, simple. Because if somebody tell you they love you, your range of actually dealing with the PTSD is not become lessened.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, well, where'd you get this from? Well, there's a video about VA and how VA points out the fact that the church can actually help more. Because there's a lot of stuff that parallels what we learned in the military with the VA.
Yeah.
And next you know, like, what do you mean tell me there's a lot of stuff that we do in the church, especially Adventism,
Yeah.
that parallels what we learned when we was in the military. So the only difference is now and stuff was who willing to help.
Right.
Right now we have a package in the conference. It's called for the NSO director's position. And what that is a position of doing something with the active duty Adventist soldiers in the conference. Matter of fact, also the Baptist Coalition wants me to do the same thing with them. The whole point of it is the fact that, and I'm glad we're doing this, the Christian faiths want something. And it's funny that the fact that it's actually going to be led out in this area as far as Adventist church. The thing that I'm careful on is not making it so Adventist that the fact that people run from it. If you want to know more information about us and stuff, the website is veteransforchrist.net. That's my business card. The communication piece is the Facebook page, which you can still get to it from there too.
Okay, great. Well, it sounds like God has really been doing a mighty work, and I want to just thank you, I do this on behalf of the entire church, just for all the work that you've been doing and that you continue to do, and we'll be praying that God continues to lead your ministry. Thank you so much. And thanks again for tuning in to another episode of DCT's Getting to Know You. Bye!